Hey everybody, I am so excited to talk to you guys tonight about what is motivation. It's probably one of the number one things that I hear from people is they just lack the motivation. So I want to know, when you hop on, do you lack motivation? I'm sure so many of you do. It's the number one thing I get from people when they say they can't reach their fitness goals, or that's their number one struggle, is because they are lacking that motivation. And that's what I'm here to help you with tonight, is figuring out what motivation is and how it can help you. So, what is motivation? It's the reason one has for acting or behaving a certain way. Wow, that's pretty powerful. What is motivation? It's the reason one has for acting or behaving a certain way. How crazy is that? So, when you're thinking of, I don't lack motivation, you're really thinking you don't have a reason to work out. You don't have a reason to eat healthy. You don't have a reason to get up early every single day in order to do your fitness program, right? That's what you're telling yourself. So, when you are saying you lack motivation, it means you lack the reason why you should be working out, or the reason why you are going for your goal. So I have 7 steps that's going to help you realize what your goal is and really figure out that motivation. So you don't need to say that you lack motivation or that you are really struggling with it anymore, because you've already set yourself up for success to not go through that. And I just want to introduce myself really quick. My name is Alicia Rose, and I'm an online health and fitness coach, if you don't know. And obviously you're following this page, so you know who I am. You've been following me probably for a while, and you've been seeing my posts. And that's all I do, is about helping you reach your goals through health and fitness. So I'm really excited to help you this way through motivation. So what is the very first thing that you want to achieve in motivation? Is visualizing your goal. You want to make sure that you know what you want to achieve. So have it in your head, start thinking about it. What is it that you want? How are you going to behave when you reach that goal? How are you going to feel when you reach that goal? When you're thinking of, just sit there with your eyes closed for a second and just visualize you with a 6-pack. Maybe that's your goal, right? So maybe it's no muffin top. Maybe it's you're visualizing your shirts just being leaner. You're not having that muffin top over. You're not having to keep pulling your shirts down all the time because it rides up. I know how that feels, because I had one too. Or maybe it's just being confident in where you're at with your body, so that way you can go out in your swimsuit this summer. Really visualize how that feels and what your goal truly is, and then you'll really start to put that plan into action. So number 2 is to write down your reasons why. Why is it so important for you? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to get fit? Maybe your goal is to gain weight. Why? Whatever your goal is, you need to write it down. Have it out on a piece of paper. Write down your goal and your why. This is one of the things that I tell all my coaches do, is to write down their why, and that way they can connect their why to their actions. So you want to make sure that you are connecting your actions of what you're doing every single day with that goal and with how you're going to feel with that goal. Create a goal board if you need to. So the third thing is to set targets and rewards. So first off, you want to make sure you're setting a schedule of when you're going to work out. With Beachbody, it's super easy. You get these very awesome, go this way, workout calendars. So every Beachbody program comes with a calendar to follow. So that's really awesome. So if you've done a Beachbody program, I want to know below what program you've done before, or if you're currently doing one, comment it below and so I can see. But every single workout program has a calendar to follow. So there's no guesswork. There's no guessing of which one you're going to do the next day. You know, every single night, you're going to look at the calendar. Okay, I have this one workout to do tomorrow, and it's 30 minutes long, and I'm going to have all my stuff ready to go. So that, and you know, maybe there's a workout equipment. You already know what to get out in where, how much space you're going to need the night before. You know, make it an appointment to yourself to do the workout. Every single day, I try to work out at the same exact time every single day because it's habit. You want to start creating that habit for yourself of pushing play or of doing your workout every day. And when you start to create habits, you're just going to automatically be doing it and not even really thinking about it. You're just like, oh, I got to work out today, push play. You know, that's a habit. You want to be able to create that for yourself. Also start thinking of, when are you going to meal prep? Meal prepping is so important, and it doesn't have to be elaborate. I just do basic, family style. So I'll just throw in a bunch of chicken breasts and you can season it later. Or I'll put in a bunch of ground chicken or ground beef, or maybe even some vegetables in a huge container. That way you just grab it, you just dunk it in there, your portion control containers. So you have these portion control containers and you just kind of scoop it up and then you just toss it all together. So it's super easy when you are meal prepping because you already know what you're going to be eating. You already know how much you're going to be eating and it's already prepared for you. So setting that time to create your schedule of what you're eating, maybe your meals. I really like to do it, once a week. I figure out, okay, what breakfast am I going to eat? Breakfast is the easy one for me because I know it's going to be Shakeology. So then I'm going to figure out, okay, that's my red container. I got it. I'm good. Now I have to figure out my lunches. Lunches is kind of easy too because I can just do a salad every day. I'm boring. I can do the same thing every single day. So I do a salad. I know that's going to be 2 greens, and then I can choose my protein, which could be hard-boiled eggs, it could be chicken, it could be tuna, and then some days I mix it up with fruit. I'll either put fruit on top with chicken, or I'll put extra vegetables on top with chicken. Mix it up. You can put so many things on a salad and it not have to be boring, right? So I always really figure out what I'm going to be eating for that week and kind of stick to around the same thing so it's not super difficult, because I used to work a full-time job. I used to work in the corporate world. I'm in the Army Reserves. My kids were really small when I first started this, and I was going to school full-time, going for my bachelor's. So I understand being busy and making life as easy as possible when you are super busy. So making sure that you're having your meal prep and going for that. So what are some rewards that you can have for yourself? So you want to set a target, right? So let's say you ate really, really well and you stuck with it for 2 weeks. Give yourself a reward. Why not? Go for some new workout shoes or maybe some new workout clothes. Maybe it's a bathing suit that you want to wear, but you have it hanging up as a visualization for your goal. Try it on. Maybe it fits a little bit better, or maybe you want to go on vacation. Set yourself a reward once you finish this program and you stick to it with no cheating at all on your fitness or on your meal planning. Go on vacation, go to the beach, go to the movies, reward yourself for the things that you are doing, because you are doing something amazing. You're improving your health long-term and you're improving your fitness, and you're only going to be happier and more confident when you do. So the next thing is to be flexible. Stuff happens. Like I said, especially as us moms, we're busy. We've got stuff going on all the time. I've got baseball pretty much every single night of the week. So, when stuff happens, you just have to adjust fire. When you oversleep one day, adjust fire, making sure that you are doing that workout as soon as you get home from work. That's so hard for me because there's no way I know that I would not work out when I get home. But it's one of those things you just like, okay, you have to really prepare yourself, right? Just to put on your workout clothes, drink your Energize, and you just go for it. Or drink your Energize on the way home. I used to on my way home. I would actually change at work before I even left. I would change into my workout clothes and I would drink my pre-workout on the way home. So that way, as soon as I got home, I was ready to press play and work out because there was no way that I was not going to not work out at all. I mean, it was just no option. I had to. There's no way I was going to do doubles of insanity. That's insane. So you want to make sure that you are flexible and knowing that, there are going to be times when you fall off track. Life happens and it's totally normal. So you want to figure out and really plan for those times when you're going to fall off track. So what are some ways that you can fall off track? Whether it's waking up late, whether it's the kids wanting something else to eat for dinner, but the most important thing is kind of visualizing and really thinking ahead of time of how you're going to fall off track and then how you overcome all of those things. So are you going to do doubles? Are you going to make that one day your rest day and then on your actual rest day, you're going to work out on that day? Are you going to prepare yourself a little bit better and change into your workout clothes on the way home like I did? You want to make sure that you are preparing yourself for anything that happens because something will happen. It's just going to. That's just part of life. So the next thing is get an accountability partner. Have somebody that's going to hold you accountable, somebody that you can talk to, somebody that will message you or text you every single day to make sure that you did your workout, or you could text your pictures to each other of what you're eating so that way you're staying on track, because there's nothing like having to have somebody hold you accountable and you going to somebody and saying, oh my gosh, this is what I'm eating. I have to make it good because I'm sending this to somebody. That's how it is with my accountability groups. That's why I love them so much, is because everybody is in there. They have the support, they have that accountability, and they know that they can go in there knowing that if they post something in there that they don't feel like working out right then, they know somebody's going to be on them saying, you can do it. Let's do it. I want to see a sweaty after picture when you're done, and messaging them if they don't see it in the next hour, because we all know that we can just totally go off track and it'll be 2 hours before it passes. And we're like, crap, now I got to work out and I haven't done it yet. That was totally me today. But having somebody hold you accountable helps so much. So if you do want one of my accountability groups, I'm actually going to post in the link here later on. So the next thing is being discouraged is part of the process. It's totally normal to be discouraged. It is. It is absolutely normal to be discouraged. There's so many times where, and it normally happens in all of my groups. It normally happens at 2 weeks and 30 days. Every 2 weeks, people are getting discouraged. And it's because you're not either seeing results fast enough. You're not, what else are some reasons? Biggest thing is just results aren't coming fast enough, but they also haven't really seen their before and after pictures side by side. They haven't taken their measurements knowing that their inches have changed. Maybe they feel a million times better, but they're not visually seeing it until they put those pictures side by side. But knowing that you're going to be discouraged at some point is important to realize, because you will be discouraged within the process. There's so many times where I feel I'm discouraged with my own results. I wish that it would happen faster. We all have those times where we just want it to happen right now. Shoot, I worked out today. My abs are dying. I want my 6-pack right now. But that's not going to happen. We know that it takes time. It took time to gain the weight. It took time to get to where we are. So it's going to take time in order for our bodies to adjust and in order to get the results that we want. So just know being discouraged is part of the process, but to never give up. The next thing is just to keep looking at the bigger picture. And this is the 7th and final step. Keep looking at that bigger picture of where you're going to be. Obviously we all want to be fit. We all want that 6-pack. We all want to look amazing in our bathing suits this summer. But the biggest thing of all is just being healthy. That's the long-term picture. We want a healthier body as we get older. We don't want to have all these diseases and, brittle bones and our muscles not working properly and we're old and we just, are sitting in a chair because we can't even do anything. I want to be one of those 80-year-olds who's out there still working out, still has muscles, still rocking it. That's what I want to be. I want to be agile when I am super old. So not to say if you're 80 watching this that you're super old. So, but that's what I want to be. I want to have amazing health as I get older. I want to have clarity. I want to have focus. I don't want to be struggling every single day with energy. And, you really want to look at the bigger picture. This is about your health long term. So making sure that you have better health and better fitness long term is the bigger picture. All of these workout programs that Beachbody has, they're all amazing and great. And it's not just about doing a 21 days of 21 Day Fix or maybe even 60 days of Insanity Max 30. It's not about doing one program. It's about doing the long-term picture, the years and years of exercise and making sure that your body is staying healthy. I've been doing Beachbody workouts now for 6 years now. So crazy. It's 6 years already. But, it's amazing what your body goes through and the changes that it goes through. And it's so different from when I was in my 20s to now in my 30s. My body reacts differently. My body's breaking down more. I'm getting older, so my body and my metabolism is starting to slow down. And that's where these programs come in because it keeps me going. It keeps me flexible with my muscles. It keeps my muscle strength up. It keeps everything going every single day and my energy high. So I really want to make sure that that's what you're striving for, is not just a quick fix, because there are no quick fixes, I should say. So, all these pills and patches and wraps, those don't work. They may work momentarily, sure. You may see a little bit of results, maybe, but what happens inside on the cellular level is what really matters, and what happens long term is what really matters. You want to be able to keep the weight off. You don't want to just lose the weight a little bit and then for it to come back on again. You want to learn how to eat healthy and clean. What is clean eating? That's the things that you're going to learn within these programs. So making sure that you are eating healthy and that you are doing this more on the long term, so not just you benefit, but your family benefits as well. And so those are my seven steps to having motivation. But most of all, just get it done. Just put on your workout clothes, drink your pre-workout, which is Energize, of course, because it's awesome and it's NSF certified, and then just do it. And if you don't feel like doing it, I challenge you just to do the first 5 minutes of your workout program. Just do the first 5 minutes. And I guarantee you that as soon as you're done that warm up, you're going to continue to finish it. It's getting started that is the hardest part. That truly is the hardest part. So right now in the comments, I put below the accountability form for my next challenge group. If you would like to be in my next accountability group, where you're going to get tips on your health and fitness, on nutrition, and you are going to be getting so much more, the accountability and the support through everything, fill out that accountability form below, and I will be contacting you within the next day or two. So I'm so excited, and let's just do it. Just get your workout done, find that motivation, and then if you don't have that motivation, you need to read these 7 steps, because you need to find that reason why you're working out every single day. So that's everything. I hope you guys got something from this. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just make sure you can put them down in the comments below, or you can send me a private message. But make sure you fill out that accountability form so that way you can be a part of my next group. That's it. Have a great night, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.